In my previous video we learn about the benefits of supply chain collaboration overall. In my upcoming videos you will learn about each benefit in detail. Let's start from resilience and agility first. Benefit number 1. Supply chain resilience and agility. A supply chain that can more effectively anticipate and respond to challenges and meet changes in demand is better equipped to reduce the consequences of interruptions or prevent them completely. When disruptions occur, restoring lost supply chain resilience is critical. To successfully limit the risk of disruption, businesses must be both agile and resilient. The capacity to transmit and respond to unforeseen changes in demand or supply swiftly, without losing cost or quality, is referred to as supply chain agility. The capacity to respond to structural changes in the supply chain by changing supply chain strategies, goods, and technology is referred to as supply chain resilience. The most robust and agile supply networks are built to do more than just withstand and recover. They are constructed with procedures and current supply chain technology that allow businesses to foresee and anticipate. An agile supply chain in a changing world. Risk management has been an issue for as long as supply networks have existed. Because of the interdependence of all its components, even a little issue in one isolated place has the potential to jeopardize a whole global supply chain. As a result, when important global trends and events occur, the potential for broad supply chain disruption is tremendous. The pandemic demonstrated this point in an unprecedented way, with the consequences of labor shortages and inventory depletion expected to last for the foreseeable future. Other recent elements that have had a significant impact on traditional supply chain procedures include the quick rate of change in consumer preferences, as well as a highly volatile trade and political environment. Even before the effects of COVID-19, American firms were attempting to lessen their reliance on foreign manufacturers and suppliers. Foreign tariffs and trade policies have grown increasingly unpredictable by 2019, and companies were searching for technical solutions to make their supply chains more self-sufficient and robust. Integrating digital transformation and industry technology into supply chain operations is becoming an increasingly important issue for global company executives. Inflation and supply chain resilience. In a recent poll of more than 100 freight, supply chain, and logistics companies, 92% indicated the inflation problem was a big worry and was affecting their operations. Many of the global concerns that caused supply chain disruptions, such as labor shortages, inventory scarcity, and political uncertainty, are also fueling inflation. Unsurprisingly, the most successful companies have discovered that continuous and integrated supply chain planning is their strongest line of defense against uncertainty. Companies using inflation-fighting tools can see around corners, alter their strategies in real time, and create the resilience required to respond to rising costs and continuously shifting customer expectations. How does supply chain resilience work? A flexible contingency plan and the ability to respond swiftly to operational disturbances are essential components of good supply chain management. To be resilient, however, a supply chain must be able to foresee and anticipate interruptions, as well as, in many situations, prevent them entirely. In 2019, PwC stated, "It's not only about playing defense, it's also about playing offense, discovering competitive advantage by creating a supply chain resilience strategy centered on disruption avoidance." Following points must be considered for supply chain resilience. For more details you can download the document from LinkedIn. Resilient supply chains work by optimizing production with supply chain planning. Resilient supply chains work by understanding and leveraging data. Resilient supply chains work by diversifying suppliers and manufacturing partners. Resilient supply chains work by implementing capacity and inventory buffers. Top 3 benefits of a resilient supply chain. Finding a successful balance between supply and demand is a key problem for any supply chain management in an increasingly competitive industry. Many businesses who scrimped on diversification, supply chain innovations, and other resilience measures have just discovered the actual cost of their actions. However, when businesses engage in diversification, supply chain innovations, and other resilience measures, they may reap a variety of commercial benefits, these are shown in below diagram. More efficient is greater resilience frequently results in reduced risk and increased ability to invest in innovation and development. According to a 2020 global business analysis conducted by Bain & Company, organizations who prioritized investment in supply chain resilience had up to 60% quicker product development cycles and were able to increase output capacity by up to 25%. Improved productivity is resilient supply chain solutions contribute to an increase in overall system productivity. According to a McKinsey 2020 study, supply chain leaders from around the world report increased productivity as a result of robust supply chain systems, and 93% of those polled plan to prioritize resilient supply chain strategies for investment in the following year. Risk reduction in supply chain activities are frequently the most vulnerable to risk and loss in many businesses. Supply networks, by definition, are internationally distributed and functionally complex. As a result, they are particularly exposed to danger. Resilient supply chain technology lower risk by providing insight into all network activities and enabling organizations to improve and adjust their processes and logistics in real time. Barriers, roadblocks to achieving agility and resilience. Both resiliency and agility are critical to a company's capacity to endure upheavals and successfully minimize risk. Their significance has grown in recent years, particularly after COVID. Disruption to the supply chain is unavoidable. Whether a planned event, such as seasonal peaks or economic expansion, or an unforeseen occurrence, such as natural catastrophes or global crises. The COVID-19 pandemic illuminated previously unknown pain locations while also uncovering new ones. Shortages of critical resources for products have plagued firms worldwide, resulting in record wait periods for customers across industries to get their hands on wanted products. Companies are already changing their manufacturing and distribution footprints to give nearshore choices in order to reduce the risk of not being able to receive merchandise if the world shuts down again. Whereas supply chain was formerly a low priority and sometimes underfunded area of a firm, most C-suites today rank supply chain robustness ahead of sales and marketing. Businesses are recognizing that when supply chain issues halt manufacturing of items and delay their delivery to other businesses or customers, the financial effect may be severe and last for years. Roadblocks. According to GEP, there are roadblocks on the road to supply chain resilience. The first hindrance is the tendency to think beyond resilience as just a supply chain problem. The second is scattered data in disconnected systems, and third is the lack of visibility into the supply chain. The below diagram shows the roadblocks. Supply chain experts frequently regard resilience as a challenge unique to their field. While it highlights the problem of resilience, it is crucial to remember that it cannot be accomplished just through the supply chain. The work of the entire company is required to develop resilience. Resilience becomes more than a term when all functions of your firm are mobilized. Internal data silos and inadequate data exchange can obstruct vision, reducing a company's capacity to detect new dangers. Because of the rapid progress of technology, organizations have amassed an array of solutions to solve unique problems as they occur. In the blink of an eye, one new system becomes 10, each running independently. Initially designed to address a previous operating pain point, separate, non-integrated software invariably leads to redundancy and inefficiencies, exacerbating the original problem. Without integration, several systems cannot communicate information or update synchronously, necessitating human data entry. Confusion and errors are more probable when important data is dispersed across unconnected systems, making it more difficult to build an agile and robust supply chain network. Given the confusion produced by the number of systems and lack of integration, determining the source of truth is frequently challenging. Having insufficient insight into your supply chain is a frequent impediment to agility and resilience. According to a McKinsey & Company report, approximately 80% of supply chain executives believe they must upgrade and engage in digital planning to improve supply chain visibility. Furthermore, the Association for Supply Chain Management, ASCM, commissioned a new analysis from the Economist Intelligence Unit, EIU, which states that more than half of enterprises do not have end-to-end visibility in their supply chains. As a result, they are subject to unanticipated threats. Businesses should strive for multi-tier openness in order to analyze the larger picture. Most companies only have access to their first-tier suppliers since they have a direct relationship with them. They observe signs of the condition with a single vertical focus. Supply chain technologies. Digital transformation and contemporary supply chain technology provide organizations with the resilience and competitive advantage they require to adapt rapidly to both disruptions and opportunities. The below diagram shows the different technologies adopted by organizations like: Number 1. Artificial intelligence, AI. Number 2. Machine learning. Number 3. Industrial Internet of Things. Number 4. Additive, 3D, printing. Number 5. Robots and autonomous things. And number 6. Modern databases. How to improve supply chain resilience and agility. According to McKinsey, supply networks must become more agile. The good news is that agility and resilience complement each other perfectly. An agile supply chain is intrinsically more robust. However, for this agility to be genuinely successful, it must extend into R&D, procurement, planning, production, and logistics. Supply chain resilience strategies in procurement throughout the world hurried to respond as the COVID-19 epidemic affected global supply chains. The COVID-19 debacle has taught us a lot about supply chain management. However, it is becoming obvious that some organizations were more equipped than others to withstand this storm. Many of these firms are already utilizing source-to-pay technology, and they are now more than ever aware that technology is a must-have to ensure their supply chain stays robust and adaptable throughout a crisis. In this article, we'll look at how source-to-pay technology's supplier management skills may free up and empower a manufacturer's direct material procurement staff to do what they do best and ensure supply chain robustness and agility. Here are some below points in diagram explained to help you increase the resilience and agility of supply chain. Number 1. Managing a complex network of direct material suppliers. Number 2. Risk * performance management. Number 3. Establish and implement supplier strategies. Number 4. Supply chain resilience and agility. Conclusion. Agility reflects supply chain design, procedures, and technology, whereas resilience is a company strategy. Resilience implies a one-year strategic perspective of the supply chain, with an emphasis on the architecture of the supply chain network. However, agility, the capacity to be flexible, agile, and swiftly respond to disturbances during a shorter period of time, generally less than a year, is also vital. Supply chain resilience and agility work well together. Build a robust supply chain network, boost visibility into your supply chain, create communication across multiple departments and stakeholders, leverage technology to automate operations and improve efficiency, and design a risk management strategy to improve supply chain resilience and agility. A supply chain plan is an essential component of every company's operations. It gives organizations the tools they need to improve their operations, cut expenses, and enhance production. As a result, in order to optimize efficiency, profitability, and success, businesses must build a comprehensive and well-thought-out supply chain strategy that considers all areas of their operations. I hope you enjoyed this video, and before leaving, if you have not already subscribed this channel, make sure to subscribe, like and hit the bell icon to get updates when I post new videos. Provide your feedback in comments. You can download material from the below links under video.